Sooner we'll be done with the troubles of the world, gone home to live with. In the morning, sooner with the troubles of the world, troubles of the world, the troubles of the world. Oh, sooner with the troubles of the world, gone home to live with God.
So you are the director here at Cosby High School.
I am. I've been the director at Cosby High School since the fall of 2006 when we opened the building, so it's always been my baby.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Put him in the scupper to the horseman's garden. Put him in the scupper to the horseman's garden. Put him in the scupper to the horseman's garden. Early in the morning.
So it is, of course, a choir made up of a lot of guys from each grade level, and it's made up of like people who are new to the department, people who have like different skill levels. There's a lot of people who are also in chamber that are in MC just because they love it so much. And it's
Way up, she rises early in the morning.
So how important do you think it is to take TCC or MC your freshman year before you get into the higher choirs like Spotlight and Chamber and Rhapsody?
First of all, it's really important because it's fun. It's a great way for you to come in and have an immediate community of people that will take care of you and make sure that you know what you're doing, especially at Cosby where things can be big in high school and confusing. So it's a great place for you to get that starting step.
What do you think MC has taught you specifically that has helped you in Chamber and Spotlight?
Personally, I would say actually learning how to read music, because if you're like me, in middle school, you kind of just listened for your teacher to be like, all right, tenors, this is your part. And last year, I really learned how to actually read the music and understand my own part.
At MC.
My favorite part of MC was definitely like getting to know all the kids in there, and now being in Spotlight, now getting to know those guys even more, and getting to sing with them at the next level.
For someone who's on the fence for joining MC, I would say that it is just a lot more than a normal choir. We really do have a lot of fun in class, whether it's debating on which was the best childhood TV show, or like playing a pantyhose bowling game. Everyone there really loves everyone else.
So I originally thought that chorus singers were just a bunch of like ooh la la, Mary Had a Little Lamb, but like much like more complex version of that. I didn't really think it was like that difficult.
First, I didn't really want to join chorus. Again, it was a friends thing. All my choir friends who I'd met since sophomore year were like bugging me about it at the end of last year. They were like, hey Sam, you should join MC. And I finally gave in. I decided to audition. Because now that I'm in it, I'm learning like pitches where I didn't even think about pitches in band. I would just play it. And it's really helped me become a well-rounded musician, and I'm really grateful for that.
Okay. So you didn't start out in chorus your freshman year. So what made you want to join your sophomore year, and do you regret not joining freshman year?
So I was in choir in middle school, 7th and 8th grade. And coming in, when I like worked on my schedule in 8th grade, I wasn't like sure about it because it said boys show choir, and I was like, what is this? I don't know about that. And coming into choir was the best decision I ever made. It's really fun. I regret not doing it my freshman year, so yeah, think about that because it's really amazing.
There's no business like show. Top hats, hanging out like white tie tails. There's no business like show business like no business I know.
So here's the big question.
No.
Did you think you could sing or dance?
Oh, absolutely not. I still don't think I can, but that's okay.
Originally I didn't think I could dance at all. And singing kind of, like everyone like sings in the shower, you know, like, but I was like, you know what, maybe I'll have my shower voice when I audition.
My first year, Philip was my section leader, and he helped me more than anyone else, like with anything like that. And then just dancing wise, we just run it so much that even if you don't feel confident at all, you feel like you're at least good enough to be able to perform on stage with everyone else around you.
When you get things right and like it all like comes together and it sounds nice and like everything looks nice when you're dancing, it's like really enjoyable and it's quite fun.
Let's have some fun together. We'll be best friends forever. BFF, that stands for us.
TCC stands for Treble Concert Choir, and it's dedicated to students entering the Cosby Choral program. So you come into TCC and you get everything you need to know before you take the next step into a different choir. All of our other choirs are competition choirs, and all of our other choirs have different kind of personalities. So it's your way to figure out where you should go next.
Taking TCC is so important because you get to watch the other choirs and you get to set goals for yourself, like things you want to work towards.
What was your favorite part about TCC?
My favorite part was probably everything that I got to learn in such a short period of time. So I got to learn a lot from Asandre and from other people, and I got to meet a lot of people before I started going into the more competitive choirs.
What part about TCC?
My favorite part about TCC was probably learning about all the different choirs and like the potential that you have, learning about yourself, and creating a bond of like friends that you're gonna have forever.
I didn't know how it was going to be in high school. I didn't know how different it was from middle school, but I feel like more deeper I got into the department, more of a family that I've grown, and I think that's my favorite thing about this choir and this department at the school.
You wiggle till they're giggling all over the place, and then you get a great big custard pie to the face. Make them laugh, make them laugh, make them laugh.
What kind of opportunities does chorus offer?
We like to go on trips a lot. Every year we get to take a trip to, my sophomore year we went to New York. The first time I ever been, and I went with my best friends. The best experience of my life. My junior year we went to Walt Disney World. Another greatest experience of my life. But like the things you learn there, I mean I never, like I said, I never gotten to go to New York before. So like the opportunities I had there I wouldn't have necessarily had I just gone with my family or with like a church trip or something else. We got
because we're seeing what a lot of us could someday hope to do in the future. Like a lot of people could dream to be on Broadway and show choirs like a miniature Broadway, and it's just like dreams coming true, and it shows that it's possible, and it's just really, really cool. I don't think I could get through high school without having the people that I have in here.
8th grade, I decided to do both because I didn't want to do gym again, and that's just where I fell in love with the family aspect of chorus and all that has to offer, and it kind of just took my musicianship up a level.
But then in my freshman year, finishing up, and I had one of our classmates, Abigail Frazier, tell me that she was auditioning for show choir. So she said, hey, why don't you join me? Why don't we try it out together? I know you really like to sing. We always do karaoke together at my house. So I auditioned, and I had never taken chorus before, so I didn't know how to sight read or pitch recall, anything like that. So I was placed into Vivace my first year, and I learned so much from that. And by the time I finished up my sophomore year, I was completely ready to go out there and audition for show choir. And so I auditioned, got into Rhapsody, and I absolutely love it now.
Out of all the performances you do, what sticks out to you the most?
Probably the fact that every time we perform, all the girls go crazy, like absolutely nuts. And I've caught a couple Snapchats after competitions.
This could possibly be the best day ever for the world. And the forecast says that tomorrow will likely be 1,000,000 times better.
So Alex, you are in both chamber and show band. Can you tell me why you decided to do both instead of just one?
Because I have multiple interests. I play guitar and have been since 7th grade, so I've been really wanting to do something with that. So I joined chorus in 7th grade because I thought it'd be fun, and I'm still in it because it is. And then in 9th grade, when I learned about the Cosby Show Band, I decided it'd be a really great opportunity to actually do something with my musical skills.
Where to belong. I walked into high school thinking, I don't have an identity, I don't know who I am, I'm just a common folk. And then I tried out for Rhapsody. I didn't think I'd make it, but I did, and it's been who I am ever since. I'm probably not gonna look back at high school and think, man, I failed that math test, or shoot, I screwed that up. I'm gonna think,
I was a member of Rhapsody.
Especially like I came in health sci, and so I really didn't know anyone when I came to the school, and so having like show choir, and I was able to like find my family here and everything, and it just has been amazing.
What do you have to say for kids who want, like, I don't want to do performing arts because I want to go for my college education and I want to do as many APs for that?
I totally get it. You have 4 years to do things that can help shape and define who you are without being the rest of your life. So you have 4 years to play field hockey. You have 4 years to go out for speech and debate. You have 4 years to be involved in the musical. You have 4 years to be in an award-winning, like, killer choir. And chorus is a class that you can come to every day and do something completely different. You're not leaning over a worksheet. You're not sitting in class taking notes from an overhead. It is active and different.
So like, even if I just spent like the night before like doing hours and hours of like AP homework or something, I know that like even though it is an extra time commitment, like going to rehearsals and going to like Saturday all day rehearsals and things, it's just like fun to be with your friends and be doing something you love as like.
Here at Cosby, but challenge yourself. Take a choir. It's very cool.
Definitely last year at our first show choir competition at Minchville, where everyone in the audience, that was their first time seeing us, and everyone would not stop clapping throughout like all the songs. Every song had a different standing ovation, and I've never experienced anything like that where so many people were like so happy to see what me and then so many other people have been working on.
I graduated in 2013.
Alrighty. So, can you describe to me what has changed since then and what has stayed the same in the Cosby Choral department?
Immediately, I noticed that chorus kids are chorus kids. I immediately feel at home here. I felt at home here when I was in high school. This was my safe place. Being in this room, being with my choir teacher, being with my family, my choir, felt like home. And I immediately felt that as soon as I came back here. So it's nice to see that that doesn't change.
The chorus was worth it?
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, totally. Absolutely.
Yes, 100%.
Oh, for sure. It's probably one of the best decisions of my life, honestly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes, so worth it.
Chorus has definitely been worth it for me.
Yes, 100%.
Is chorus worth it? Absolutely. If you're even the slightest bit interested in music, it's such a fun thing to do.
I mean, it's just so much fun.
Come on out. Join our home. Join our family. I would love to have you.
And it goes on and on.